Okay, so in a previous tutorial I showed you how to make this navigation bar, okay, and this is to some extent responsive as well, but for now I'm going to show you how to make the hero section for our cars website that looks like this. So let's get started. Okay, so now we are at where we left off in the previous tutorial where I showed you how to make this navigation bar. So now we're gonna add all of the things to make this into what I just showed you, okay, with the car in the center and the text behind it and all of the stuff on the sides. Okay, so let's get started. So first we're going to add in our images. We need to make this div, the one that is basically taking up all the space here, okay, in which the nav bar is in. Okay, so we're gonna add relative into this. Okay, I'm gonna save this. So down here under the nav, I'm going to add in two things. Okay, one is going to be a div with a p tag, okay, and the second one is going to be another div with an image tag. Okay, all of these are going to have classes, and I'm going to link to the image. Actually, I'm going to link to this one. So I'm going to get the image, and to link to this image, because it is in my public folder in my images, I just need to add in / images / and then the name. Okay, so this is going to be responsive to a certain extent. To make it like that, you just need to add in full and then height auto. Okay, and here I'm going to add in, for now I'm just going to make it LG. The reason for that is because I don't want this to be really big, like to take in all of the space. Okay, and next here I'm just going to add in the classes for the text. Okay, so the text is going to be just the word Lamborghini. Okay, and here I'm going to add in 5XL. We'll make this black and we'll put it in the center and case. Okay, so I'm going to save this. And now you will see we have this and we have this, but obviously this isn't correct. We want this to be in the center and this car image to also be in the center. So to do that, it is very simple. Remember, we used relative here. So the purpose of using this is that we can use absolute with this, position absolute. So just type in absolute, and then we're gonna do for now top 0, left 1/2. And also add in negative translate x and then 1/2, then same translate but with y this time. Okay, so what this will do is center the text. As you can see, it is centering the text, but I made it top 0. That is why it is at the top right now, but it is in the center of the page. I'm going to do the exact same thing but with the image. Okay, but I'm gonna make this 1/2 because I need this to be in the center. And as you can see, my image is in the center. Okay, and now you might be wondering, okay, why don't I make this in the center? The problem with that is that if I do 1/2, it gets hidden. Okay, I'm just realizing I should be making the text bigger. This goes all the way to 9, so let's do 9. That's a little too big, so I'm gonna do 8. Okay, that's better. So what I can do is do 12, and then here I can do 5. There we go. Now the image is here and the text is behind, but it still doesn't really look that good, in my opinion. It doesn't really look that good. So what you can do, one, make this bold, right? So bold. Okay, so that does look a little better, but we want to have some kind of font style as well. So what you can do is, I have two fonts here. Okay, you can choose any one, but the way to get it is that you can search Google Fonts for this. So you import Google Fonts using this, okay, and then a link to different fonts in the family, okay, and you just add the name of the fonts. Okay, I've made two. Okay, and I'm just gonna get this one, copy this, and then you just put this wherever you want. As you can see, it looks like this. It looks better in my opinion. It changed the size a little bit, so I'm gonna make it a 9 again. Yeah. Okay, so now let's add a little bit of detail here and the 3 cards here. Okay, so now we're gonna add the 3 cards and the text on the side. Okay, so to do that, what we're gonna do here is, I'm gonna do this in a different approach. So I'm gonna make a div first. Okay, I'm gonna close this and this. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is do name. Okay, I'm gonna comment these out for now, just to show you that this is the area that it covers. Okay, flex. So this I'm going to change. I'm gonna make this 80%. Actually, you know what? Let's make this a grid. And grid cols will be 12. Okay. Gap will be 0. Okay, so I'm gonna do 3 and 6. Okay, and let's just add in red, green, and blue. For now, I will add in full and full. So this is showing that this is going to be the area where our text is going to be. This is going to be where the car and text is going to be. This is where the cards are going to be. Okay, so here, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna uncomment this cut and just paste this in. Okay, and this is now going to be the relative. Okay, I don't need to add it here now. So just gonna separate this so that you have a clear understanding. Okay, so this is the blue one, this is the green one, and this is the red one. Okay, so I'll just remove the background color for this and save this. And as you can see, it is the center here. Okay, I'm actually gonna have to change this a little bit now. I'll make this 3 for now. So now that we have our text, let's add in what we want to add in on the sides. Okay, here, since this is going to be taking in the full height, what we can do is make this a flex. Okay, and then can add another div inside of this, and we'll do empty dash auto. Inside of this, we'll have p tag. Okay, for now, I'll just add in this. The reason for that is I just want to add in something, okay, as placeholder text. let's check this out. Okay, it's adding it, but this one text is too big, so I'll make it this 2. And I also feel like this is too big, so let's add some padding to this. So that's better, but I want to make this 3. Okay, that is much better. Okay, so I think that looks nice. So I added some padding to the bottom, made this X so that the left and right padding are 5. So we're done with that. Let's move on to cards. So the cards are going to be very simple in my opinion. It's just going to be another flex. We're going to have 3 cards. Let's just make 1 card and then repeat that 3 times. This is going to have text of white gradient from. Okay, and we're going to make this going to have 2. Actually, you know what? Let's just copy this because it's basically going to be the same thing. Let's make this px dash 5. Actually, no, let's just make this p5. Okay, save this. Oh, actually, I forgot one more thing. Let's make this dash lg. Okay, so because it's taking in all of the space, it's covering the whole area, but it is working like we had thought. So I'm gonna make this actually a 6, and this is going to be 2. I'm going to add max height of 50, let's say, for now. Max height of 50. Okay, that's better, but I don't like that this is bold. 1. I feel like the text is still big for this. Yeah. Okay, I like this better. Again, so that is better, but I'm gonna add in a little bit of padding and lessen the text. Also, I'm gonna make this a flex, justify center. Also, this needs to be col. You know what? I'm going to add another div dash auto. This is going to be inside of this, and now it is in the center. Yeah, 50 is good. So this is the first card. We're gonna be adding 2 more. 1, 2. Also, first one going to have the empty dash auto to push itself down. Flex dash col. Guess we do not have enough space for that. So what I'm gonna do is just keep one card, okay? Auto. Okay, good. And now let's add the fonts for this as well, okay? I'm just gonna shift the image a little bit. Make this 5. Yeah, that looks better to me. Okay, so I'm just gonna add in the information for this, okay, and then come back. Actually, now let's add in fonts. Okay, so if you remember, I had this font as well. Okay, it's regular. Okay, so I'm just gonna copy this. I think I made a mistake. Let me just see what that is and come back. So I figured it out. I needed to add in front of the and this. Okay, so let's save this. This is telling it that get this one and get this one. Okay, that's why it was only getting one of those. And now you can see we are getting the text. Okay, and for both of them, I'm gonna add that uppercase into this as well. And now I'm quickly gonna just add in the text to the car details, okay, and come back. Okay, so I added the details, okay, and this is what it looks like. I kind of changed the gradient as well and made the image a little bigger, okay, and positioned this a little up as well. Just so you know, this is the new gradient design. So I have added the 3 cards and I adjusted the text and made it a little bit smaller, and this is the final result. You can extend this a little bit if you want, but I like it in the center. Okay, so we're getting all of this, and I want to show you the small changes that I made. I just adjusted this a little bit. I put it a little bit up, okay, added some padding underneath this, made this go a little bit up. I just basically changed this and manually added this. So now it looks good. Next is this. I changed this a little bit. Okay. All I did, I removed the flex that I had before. Okay. I just added it in this, made this empty, and adjusted this as well a little bit for the padding. I also made this LG and this SM. Also added this font and this one. These are both the same fonts that we ended up adding here. So I basically just added it in the heading and the text, the description. So now it all fits in, okay? And it also has a gradient also had it before, but I just wanted to confirm that for you. Now, one more thing that I've thought of is adding a video here. Okay, so to do that, this section, okay, we were adding empty top to this, right? So inside of this, what we're just going to do is create a div, and we're just going to add a border. I'm just going to copy this from the nav bar. Inside of this, I'm going to put in video. And since my video is inside the video folder, that is inside the public, okay, so I'm just going to do videos slash and then one of these. And the video is going to be autoplay and muted. Okay, so here we need to add in flex dash call to this. And I see that we need to a little smaller. Okay, so to do this, we can just add in w dash, let's do 50. And since this is inside of a flex, we can mx dash auto and mt dash, let's do 10 for now. Okay, so this is not going to be auto, this is going to be, let's say 10 for now. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so that's good. So let's actually, let me just use the other one. And as you can see, we have added this. Okay, so as you can see, this is the final result. So I really hope you like this video. In the next video, I'll actually be showing you how to animate all of these things that you're seeing on the screen. So like and subscribe for that, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.